Have you felt it? The world is more divided than ever. Politics, families, even friendships. But what if I were to tell you that this isn't just chaos, that it's a sign of awakening? Yes, this division is actually calling into something much greater than we can see. Hi, I'm Stevie Floyd, and I believe we are living through one of the most transformative times in history. And this is breaking reality. Right now, the chaos that you see is not just noise. It's the universe waking up. And today I'm going to explain why this division is happening and what it means spiritually, and what you can do to stay grounded and aligned during these times of change. There's a lot to unpack here. And there's a lot going on, and living without chaos is difficult. So we are going through some very interesting times. Very interesting times. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Okay. Division, whether it's politics, culture wars, or even family arguments, right? It feels like the world is being ripped apart. And it is in many ways and in many places. We're in a chaotic moment. But what if I told you that this is exactly how transformation happens? There has to be a breaking point, right? A moment when these old patterns collapse in order to make space for something new. Our society is going through the same old thing. These old systems, whether they're outdated politics or broken ways of living, it's all being challenged. And what feels really, really messy is necessary for growth. You can't have growth without the messy parts beforehand. And here's where it gets really interesting. Division often precedes awakening. You know, when you have light that enters a dark room, it exposes everything that's been hidden. Okay, that's what's happening right now. The systems that no longer serve us are being exposed, right? All these lies that are coming up, and people are waking up. People are realizing that some things don't feel right in our hearts. These are our intuitions. And I personally believe that there is a large elite faction that does everything it can to keep you from waking up and questioning what you're being told. All right. And this moment that we're having is the universe shaking us, saying, hey, pay attention. It's time to change because it's going to happen anyway, whether you like it or not. And I know this whole process is extremely overwhelming, but it's also full of opportunity. And with every crack in the old foundation is a space for light to shine through. Okay, and this is what's happening. You know, a good way to look at it is think of it like a forest fire, right? Yes, forest fires are bad and destructive, and it creates chaos, but it clears way for new life to emerge. And that's exactly where we are now. You know, but the growth is coming. The growth is coming. And so the next question arises is, well, okay, well, how do we navigate this thing? How do we stay centered within ourselves? How do we go through our day-to-day process without having all this stuff just get to us, right? And it first starts with awareness. All right. This is how we're going to navigate. We're going to be aware. We're going to stop feeding into the negativity. That's the number one thing that I think is so important, because the more we argue, the more we consume divisive content, the more we are going to be stuck in that chaos. So take a moment and look at how much divisive content is out there and what that is doing just in your own neighborhood and the people that you interact with, right? Just be the fly on the wall in that moment, okay? So instead of all that craziness, right? Instead, focus on your vibration and ask yourself, what kind of energy am I putting into the world? This is where meditation comes in. This is where the connection with nature comes in, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift you. It's really easy to get caught in these moments where we end up speaking with some people because of what it brings out in us. And sometimes that may not bring the best things out. In order to be aware, we just want to notice what emotions are coming up and how we are reacting to them, because that is what is being internalized, which thus gives off a vibration, our personal vibration. Okay? So here's the truth. Every storm clears. This division is temporary, but the unity that is going to come is going to be eternal. I believe we are in that space right now. We are on the cusp of a complete shift in humanity to the likes that we can't even imagine, right? It's so important for us to stay strong and to stay grounded. I have to work on that on a daily basis. From the moment I wake up, I give myself at least 30 minutes to myself. I don't look at my phone. I don't look at my email. I don't look at any of that stuff. I allow for the natural thoughts to come in. I do my best to just allow free space in my mind. And if anything, try to present gratitude as the first thing that enters my mind. As I was saying, this division is temporary, and the unity that's going to come is going to be eternal. So you got to stay strong and stay grounded and trust that we are moving forward together for something greater. Turn off the TV. Turn off those news channels that are invoking strong emotions. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think this division is leading us to something better? Let me know in your comments. If this has resonated, hit like, subscribe, and share with someone who needs to hear it. Let's spread this light together, okay? So stay strong, stay grounded, just be yourself and trust that love and light and truth will always emerge, because toxicity is like oil to water and will always float to the top and is typically becomes quite obvious. So give yourself, give your friends, give your family the grace that we all deserve from being human and stuck on this planet. At least that's how most of us feel. Stuck. But we're not. We are not stuck. You are not stuck. And remember that this is the awakening moment. So, peace and love. Blessings to all. Stay real.